Well, it doesn't get much better than this, folks. On a Friday, Earth Day afternoon, what a beautiful earth we have. As you see in front of you, blue skies, freshly mowed green grass, and if this is anything like the matchup we had Wednesday night between these two teams, we'll definitely be kicking up some dirt tonight as the Ross Rams visit the Harrison Wildcats. Thank you for tuning in to another ICRC-TV sports production. I'm Josh Semstrad. We appreciate you joining us today. And like I said, these two teams met Wednesday evening, and quite a game it was, as runs were traded back and forth all night until it was Frazeman, the Rams star, hit a walk-off home run off of Banks, the sophomore pitcher for the Wildcats. And that's made the SWAC quite interesting and a big night in the Southwest Ohio Conference this Friday evening as the top four teams face off against each other tonight. This, the second of the three-game series. Back-to-back are the Harrison Wildcats playing the Ross Rams. Ross Rams also had a game against Talawanda Brave Thursday night as we are underway here at William Henry Harrison High School's campus. Smack straight up into the air, and our second baseman has it. Jack Gears. I want to give a special shout out to Jack Gears tonight. The freshman is making his first varsity start tonight for the Wildcats. So if you see him around the halls around Harrison High School next week, give Jack Gears a little congratulations. Big night for him as he makes his first varsity start. One out now here on the top of our first. Ball in the dirt there from our starting pitcher tonight for the Harrison Wildcats, Kellen Dallio. Your lineup for the Ross Rams leading off there was Brayton Frazeman. Up to bat now, he's the catcher. Up to bat now, the shortstop freshman Ben Vogley as he watches one up top. At the 3 spot, Hunter Rook, the third baseman. Cleanup, Caleb Vowell, the left fielder. Number 5, Tyler Hood, the second baseman. Brody Huffman at first base. Strike there from Dallio. Brody Huffman at first base, and then at the 7 hole, Austin Ferris, your designated hitter. Ryan Davis, the right fielder. And Hunter Hopkins in the 9 hole tonight. He's your center fielder. Kellen Dallio, 16 1/3 on the season. 1-1 is his record. 20 Ks, 2.1 ERA. One fouled off there. We will get you your Wildcats lineup here when we hit the bottom of the first, and your game notes when we hit our break in the middle of the lineup. Pitch from Dallio here, another foul ball. Vogley hanging in there. Vogley hitting a very impressive 525 on the year, or excuse me, 393 on the year, 525 on base percentage. Pitch from Dallio. Up top. It's a full count here. Vogley's hung in there. Smack from Vogley here is going to be hauled in by the left fielder Nick Sadam, and there are 2 away in the top of the first. So if you're unfamiliar with our conference here tonight, the Southwest Ohio Conference, major SWAC-tion for those of you that are familiar, and if you've been watching SWAC baseball for a while, you're familiar with the perennial powerhouses we have here. Since the SWAC's inception back in 2012, the modern SWAC inception, if you will, no team has won the title other than the 2 teams you see before you here, Ross and Harrison. Hunter Rook at the plate now, started off with a strike. 0-1 right down Broadway. 0-2 quickly for Hunter Rook. Dalio working for the third out here. Dalio kicks, delivers. Strike three, a swinging strikeout to end the inning. Dalio sits him down. 1, 2, 3 for the Wildcats as we move to the bottom of the first here at Harrison High School. So again, thank you for joining us on another ICRC-TV sports production. Your game notes for this afternoon. Talk about rambling on. A little Led Zeppelin for you there. The Rambling Rams, now just about a game back from first place with their walk-off win versus the Harrison Wildcats on Wednesday night. That was Braden Fraseman with the Big Jackets' 5th homer of the season. And that was off of the sophomore Banks. And a back and forth game all night between these two teams. The Ross Rams, with that win, ride a 4-game win streak into today's game. 3 of those 4 wins against SWAC opponents. It's made things quite interesting in this SWAC race. SWAC only 6 teams, and what many thought would be a 1 to 2, maybe 3-team race has been a pretty evenly matched 4-team race here so far. As for Relentless Ross, yeah, those 3 of the 4 last games have been won in the penultimate or final inning of their games. In the last 4 games, 9 runs have been scored in the 6th inning or later from the Ross Rams. For the Wildcats, though, talk about the Wildcat whip. If you're not familiar with whip, that's walks and hits per innings pitched. 1.88 ERA for their ERA for the Wildcats, and then a 1.09 whip. That's barely second to Edgewood, also in the conference. 1 of 4 Cincinnati schools, though, have a whip under 1.1. That's Summit Country Day has an amazing 0.99. And then Edgewood, like I said, has a 1.08. And then Moeller, Powerhouse Moeller, always one of the best baseball teams in Cincinnati, has a 1.07. That's 1 of 4 Cincinnati schools with a whip under 1.1. So Harrison pitching staff has been excellent this year. Ground ball to start us off, reeled in by the third baseman, that was high, but reeled in. Almost a little collision there at first base, but Nathan Blank, your leadoff hitter for the Wildcats, is sat down after a nice play there from the third baseman, Hunter Rook. So we're in the bottom of the first here, 1 away. Your Harrison Wildcats lineup. Nathan Blank started us off there, the seniors in center field this evening. Anthony Sedam, shortstop, up to bat now. Started off with the ball just low. You got Eli Doyle. He's at third base tonight in your 3-hole. And then Nick Sedam, the sophomore, in left field tonight. He's your cleanup hitter. Ball up the middle, handled by the shortstop, kept in front of him, but he won't be able to make the play. And the Harrison Wildcats have a man on here with 1 out. So Eli Doyle will be up to the plate now. He's your third baseman in the 3-hole. Nick Sedam, your cleanup hitter in left field. Kyle Bill, first baseman in the 5. Cade Combs, the catcher. Kobe Boatwright, he's your designated hitter tonight. And then in the 8-hole, Dawson Haney. And then cleanup tonight, making his first varsity start, Jack Gears is your Wildcats' second baseman. Steve, right down the middle from your starting pitcher tonight for the Ross Rams, Aiden Vanderbilt. I think if your last name's Vanderbilt, you have to be a starting pitcher if you're going to play baseball. Just in front of that one and foul is Doyle. 0-2 your count. Fouled off down the third baseline. We'll do it again. 0-2 remains your count. Man on first. 1 out here in your bottom of your first on a absolutely gorgeous day here at William Henry Harrison High School. Pitch from Vanderbilt. Slow ground ball. Vanderbilt's going to try and handle it, and he won't be able to. That's 2 hits into the infield right now for the Harrison Wildcats that couldn't be handled, and they've got 2 on with 1 out as Nick Saddam comes to the plate. Check your replay out here. Great little cut there just to make contact and get the ball on the ground. A little slow roller. One of the keys to the game for the Ross Rams, when I talked to Coach Ben Turner, was to handle the plays in the infield, play fundamental defensive baseball. Something that he said they struggled with at the beginning of the year was getting their glove onto the ball. But something that he said in this 4-game win streak that they've been on that has improved greatly. Granted, a couple tough plays here in the bottom of the first. 2 on, 1 out for the Wildcats. Pitch from Vanderbilt, right down the middle to Saddam. 2-year count. Cracked up the middle, and that gets through by the second baseman. The Harrison Wildcats are going to send the runner around third, and 1 run will score. Your hometown Wildcats have the lead in the bottom of the first. Great cut there to get the ball right up the middle from Nick Saddam, scoring his brother Anthony there. 1-0, Wildcats lead here early in the bottom of the first. Still 1 out. Kyle Bill pops 1 foul way to the parking lot. Men on the corners for the Wildcats. 0-1 pitch from Vanderbilt. Just a little outside there. Vanderbilt, 3 games this season, 8 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts. Has struggled a bit at times, but one of the things we'll discuss with these teams tonight is their, 1 runs inside there, is their mix of veteran players and young kids just starting out. These coaching staffs led by Coach Ben Turner for Ross, Coach Sean Souders for Harrison, been here a long time. Trust their veterans to lead the way for these young guys, both saying that their futures are so bright. A 2-2 count now for Kyle Bill. Vanderbilt will look his runner at first. Kicks, delivers. High and outside to Bill. A full count now. Aiden Vanderbilt kicks, delivers, full count. Chopped into left field. That's going to get down. 1 run will score, and the runner from first will advance to second. A great RBI knock there from Kyle Bill. See on your replay here coming up, full count. Great extension of the hands there. I love that swing, getting the hands out in front. Hustling down the line, a great RBI knock there from Bill as your hometown Wildcats now lead 2-0 in the bottom of the first. First pitch ball to Cade Combs here. I tell you, this Harrison Wildcats bench knows it's a big night in the SWAC. They are fired up and loud down there in their dugout if you can hear them on our broadcast. 1-0 pitch right down the middle, evens us up here to Cade Combs. Pitch driven high to right field. Right fielder under it, and it's going to be caught for our second out here in the bottom of the first. Ryan Davis, the junior Ram, out there in right field tonight making the play. Stick with us here at the end of the inning. We will kind of give you the full conference picture we're looking at tonight here in the Southwest Ohio Conference. Pitch runs inside on Kobe Boatwright. Boatwright, your designated hitter tonight. Boatwright's had an interesting season, only played in 7 games so far. I got an interesting stat for you after the next pitch, 1-0. Another one runs inside. Kobe Boatwright, again, 7 games this season, 8 for 11, 4 RBIs, 6 runs, 2 doubles, a walk and a strikeout per piece. Or each, rather, as he swings and misses at that one. The Harrison Wildcats are 6-1 when Boatwright plays, 1-5 when he doesn't. So he certainly makes a difference tonight in the designated hitter spot. We'll see what he's able to produce as he pops one over the third base line. Counts even at 2-2, men on first and second. 2 outs. Ball outside, and we got a full count. Runners will be off at the pitch. Vanderbilt looks in, looks back at second, kicks, deals. Fouled off, a great at bat here by Kobe Boatwright. Vanderbilt kicks and deals again, and this time he gets a swing and a miss from Boatwright to end the inning. The Wildcats do some damage though, get 2 across for a great start to the evening. 2-0 they lead after 1 off 2 hits. See replays of the Wildcats offense there. We talked about the Wildcats' great pitching staff that they have. The bats will have to carry them the rest of the way here. One thing Coach Souders is hoping they can do is still produce at the end of games and finish some more games out. We'll get to more on that story later. For now, let's talk about this hot swaction we got coming in. The Southwest Ohio Conference, the modern version of it, that was back in 2012 was its inception. Since then, only 2 schools have won the SWAC baseball titles. That's Harrison and Ross. They shared the title for 2 years before a 2-year Harrison run and then a 3-year Ross run until last year the Wildcats recaptured the crown. This year, we're sitting at 6 teams, so all the teams in the SWAC play each other 3 times. Harrison is playing Ross back-to-back, played each other Wednesday night, and then Harrison had Thursday off. Ross had a nice extra innings win against Talawanda. First pitch of our second inning, just outside. So yeah, Ross has had a great week, having their walk-off home run against Harrison and then an extra innings win against Talawanda's. One's popped high and foul. Trying to get there was Anthony Sedan. Couldn't make the catch, start 1-1 here. Caleb Vowell, the left fielder, up to bat for the Rams. Yeah, when you think about the week that the Ross Rams had, pitch in the dirt here for 2-1. And I know we talked about how loud that Harrison dugout was getting, but when you talk about momentum, the Ross Rams' last 2 wins, a walk-off versus Harrison and an extra inning win versus Edgewood, it's really made the SWAC picture a lot more interesting. Another one in the dirt here, 3-1 now your count to Caleb Vowell. And what many thought would be a 1, 2, maybe 3-team race here in the SWAC has really blown into a 4-team race. Oof. Vowell thought he had ball 4 there, but instead we've got a full count off the called strike. Just caught the black on the outside there, did Dalio. He kicks and deals. Just gets a bat on the ball to put it out opposite field. Under it, though, is Haney. Put our first one away. Dalio's got one away. Tyler Hood, second baseman for the Rams, up to bat now. Fouled off. So you've got Harrison and Ross playing each other tonight, based off of, I guess if Harrison would win tonight, they would have a tied record in the conference. And then their top 2 teams that are currently tied at 6-2, Talawanda and Edgewood, also playing each other tonight. So with Ross's big week, they've kind of rammed themselves back into the SWAC title picture here and have made this weekend quite interesting for the Southwest Ohio Conference. Pitch there just misses from Dalio. Popped up now first baseline. We're even at 2-2 for Tyler Hood. Dalio looks in. The 2-2 pitch. Low. We're at full count. One out, top of 2, full count pitch. And the late call there, he rings them up. Tyler Hood sat down, looking on strikes. Great pitch there from Kellen Dalio. Gets his 22nd strikeout of the season. They're now 2 down in the top of the 2nd. Brody Huffman, the first baseman, up now for the Ross Rams. We talked about Braden Fraseman, the home run hitter for the Rams. He's hit 5 of them this year, but 1 other home run has been tallied for the Rams. That came off of the bat of Brody Huffman. He's at a 1-1 count here, though. Watches one go by there for a ball, 2-1. Huffman 269 on the season, 355 on base percentage, 8 RBI. Another one low there. He's in a hitter's count now, 3-1. And another one in there for a strike. Dalio liking that inside corner there. Another full count for him. 2 outs now. He kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. And that's back-to-back innings now that Dalio has struck out the final man. Fires up his dugout. And the Harrison Wildcats maintain their 2-0 lead. We're through 1.5 here at William Henry Harrison High School. You are watching ICRC-TV.
With the next item on our agenda is item number 5, opening session. Thank everyone for joining us this evening. If you're out here at the parade or listening, thank you again.
Into the end zone, and that is caught by Jaden Wood.
Come on now, how we doing? Y'all feeling all right out there?
Hello and welcome to this edition of This is Glendale. I'm Bet Chorus.
Hey guys, this is Unit 1 crew from Woodlawn Fire Department. We just want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And of course, you can always go to ICRC-TV.com.
Always a great day when ICRC is involved.
Another edition of ICRC, bringing the community to you.
Welcome back to William Henry Harrison High School. Just a gorgeous day. I'd argue maybe the best day of 2022 so far. Sunny and 75. Can't get much better than that for baseball. Your Harrison Wildcats lead 2-0 after 1.5 innings here. We're in the bottom of the second. Dawson Haney will lead us off. As he watches a strike come inside, a little off speed there to start us. From your pitcher Aiden Vanderbilt. One fouled off. Haney quickly in an 0-2 hole. Yeah, beautiful facility we have here at Harrison High School as the new meets the old. Ground ball to second base. Usually taken care of is Dawson Haney. Just beyond the outfield here, you'll see some of the new facilities from the Southwest Local School District. New elementary schools, new infrastructure here at the bordering campus of William Henry Harrison High School. So now up to bat. We've talked about it a couple times. Give this kid a round of applause. Making his first varsity start tonight, Jack Gears, the second baseman, the Wildcat freshman. Say hi to him in the halls if you see him. Always a big moment for a kid to get his first varsity start. Takes a big hack at his first pitch, fouls it off. Watch one just outside. We talked about the great mix of veterans and young guys that the Wildcats have. You know, guys like Nathan Blank and Kyle Bill that are mainstays in Harrison athletics as Gears chops one to third base, throw a little high, and got him now. A couple close calls over at first base now. Jack Gears sat down though in his first varsity starting at bat. There are two away now as we're back to the top of the order. Nathan Blank, as I was saying, a mainstay in Harrison Wildcat athletics. Guys like him, Kate Combs, Kyle Bill, been up on varsity for a while now across a couple sports here at Harrison, really helping out guys like Nick Saddam as the new generation comes in. Smacked down the first base line and foul. Hope our camera guy's all right down there. 1-2 your count. Vanderbilt looks in, kicks and deals. And a swing and a miss there. Vanderbilt sits him down, and these pitchers are dealing so far this evening here at Harrison High School. You're watching ICRC-TV. We'll be back with you in just a moment.
That leaves us with the next item on our agenda is item number 5, opening session.
I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. If you're out here at the parade or listening, thank you again.
Into the end zone, and that is caught by Jaden Wood.
Hello and welcome to this edition of This is Glendale. I'm Bet Chorus.
Hey guys, this is Unit 1 crew from One Log Fire Department. We just want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And of course, you can always go to ICRC-TV.com.
Always a great day when ICRC is involved.
Another edition of ICRC, bringing the community to you.
I hear someone go, "Didn't it come from you guys?"
Strangers cough at me.
Move away from me.
Someone spit towards my direction. All the stereotypes that we've worked so hard to break are just going to be reversed. And I won't let that happen.
We all have to play our part.
I donate my plasma.
I've been making masks.
We deserve respect as much as everybody else.
I'm a firefighter, not a virus.
I'm a mask maker, not a virus.
I'm a nurse.
I'm a delivery woman, chef, a neighbor, artist,
Bus driver.
I'm a doctor.
Fight the virus. Fight the
Welcome back in to ICRC-TV Sports. You're watching the Harrison Wildcats take on the Ross Rams. We are in the top of the third inning where the Wildcats lead the Rams 2-0. Got Austin Ferris at the plate. Kellen Dallio dealing on the hill. And a 1-1 count. Dallio misses away there. Harrison Wildcats come into the game 7-6 overall, 5-3 in the SWAC. The Ross Rams just jumped the Wildcats after their walk-off win against them Wednesday night. They are sitting at 7-4, 4-2 in the conference. Again, Edgewood and Talawanda, your conference leaders in the SWAC that are tied at 6-2 in the conference, they're playing each other tonight. Big weekend here in the SWAC. 2-2 count. Dallio kicks, delivers just outside. Another full count here for Dallio. Deal's fouled off by Ferris. Ferris hitting .238 on the season, .320 on base percentage. Dallio kicks, deals, and that just missed off the inside black there. Dallio will issue a walk. So the Ross Rams get their leadoff guy aboard. Now it'll be Ryan Davis. See if he can't get something going for Ross here in the third inning. Davis 526. 10 for 19 on the season. Fouls his first pitch back to the fence. See your runner on first there. Dallio looking in. Dallio misses just inside. Got to watch the ball doesn't get away in there. Nice job by Kate Combs keeping it corralled.
Let's go, Cal. Make a play.
Dallio out of the stretch now. Looks the guy back, kicks and deals. Pops up out into left field. Looking for it and under it is Nick Saddam. So one away now. Dallio real low to the ground out of the stretch. Doesn't bring that leg up a whole lot. Talked about how great these pitching staffs are, but like I said, if you've been watching SWAC baseball for some time now, you know how good each of these schools are year in and year out for baseball. Hunter Hopkins at the plate now. Smacks one out of play down the first baseline for strike one. One man on first, one out. Dalio comes in. This is pretty high there. A couple of the fans in there say finish. We talked about that low sweep of the front leg that Dalio has. 1-1 count. This time comes away, hit into shortstop gap. Will he have a play at first? A nice throw there, but not in time from the shortstop, Anthony Sedam. And now the Rams giving Harrison a little bit of what they got in the first inning there. A couple of infield dribblers. The Wildcats got their scoring done on. Now we'll walk in an infield dribbler for the Rams. And now for Kellen Dalio, he'll have to turn the lineup over, and one of the most dangerous, I'll say the most dangerous hitter in the SWAC up to bat. As he watches one away there, Braden Fraseman. A man on second, a man on first, and one out. Dalio looks him back, deals to the plate, another one outside, 2-0. Just to give you an idea of how good of a player Braden Fraseman is and how feared he is at the plate, talked to Coach Souders of Harrison, said that we can't allow him to beat us. Right now, in our opinion, he is the best player we've seen, not only in the SWAC, but out of all the players we've seen this year. Smacks one way foul down the first baseline. 2-1 is our count. So that's high praise from your rival's coach there. Fraseman certainly hasn't disappointed. We talked about his 5 home runs on the season so far, hitting a blazing .462 at the plate. 2-1 pitch. Skied high into the infield. Second baseman is under it. In the freshman gears, makes the play. 2 away now. Fraseman now 0-2 for the night. So we'll see if Dalio can continue to work out of this little jam he put himself in with a leadoff walk there, a little dribbler. The next at bat, they're still 2-on for the Rams, but now 2 outs. 1 run's inside there, and that'll get a hold of Ben Vogley, the freshman. So now that'll be 2 base on balls here in the inning for Dalio. He has 2 outs, but the bases are loaded. Smacked a line drive foul down the first base line. 0-1 to Ben Vogley. Excuse me to Hunter Rook. Just outside.
Good job, Kel.
Dalio's focused in on his catcher now, looks over at third, and to the plate he comes. Great pitch there. Fouled off. You can tell Dalio's trying to keep this one low. Infield in their normal positions. We are early here, only the top of the third. Outfield slightly shallow behind Dalio. He's looking in. 1-2 pitch. Just offside. Hunter Rook at the plate. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Bases loaded for the Ross Rams. Kellen Dalio, the pitch just fouled off. We'll do it again. Hunter Rook, a 375 hitter. You see the Ross dugout there on their feet, trying to support him, get a run in here try and cut down this 2-0 lead that the Wildcats have. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Dalio looking in. Dalio kicks, steals, and a smack that's going to get down into center field. 1 run will score for the Rams. 2 runs will score. A little trouble handling the ball out in center field. It'll come in, and a great 2 RBI smack there for Hunter Rook. We got a tie ball game now here at William Henry Harrison High School in the 3rd inning. Men on the corners for the Rams as a little 2-out rally could get started here. Watch your replay. Great smack, way to get the barrel out in front there from Rook. And then a little trouble handling the ball out there in center field. Easily scores 2 for the Rams. See, Combs goes out there to try to talk to Dalio, calm him down a little bit after a shaky inning, and runners still on the corners. Caleb Vowell up to bat now. It's the first one for a strike. Dalio's got 2 outs. Just need 1. Watch the ball now, Vowell. 265 hitter on the season. 419 on base percentage and 9 RBIs. See the runner go this time, but it's fouled off behind us. We'll do that again, 1 and 2. Looks and bows back this time, kicks and deals, ball goes behind the plate, runner's gonna come to home, the throw! He is safe in there. Dalio can't handle the throw, and the Ross Rams take a 3-2 lead off a wild pitch from Dalio. Ben Vogley comes to score, and that's the batter was hit by a pitch in the 3rd at bat of this inning by Dalio. Comes in to score there. Hunter Rook moves to 2nd base. We've got a 2-2 count. Dalio misses low. Full count, 2 outs. Two from the stretch comes Dalio. Fouled back again, and I tell you what, these Ross Rams are having some great at-bats early on against Dalio, really extending some at-bats. A lot of full counts we've seen early. The Harrison crowd wants this one for Dalio. The full count pitch. Kind of a half swing there, almost like a half little bunt, and the ball takes a weird roll off the grass. 1 run's gonna come in to score, and what a weird play. Worked out for the Ross Rams, but such misfortune there for the Harrison Wildcats, and Kellen Dalio. What a weird little bounce the ball took there off the border of the grass in the infield.
I let go.
Scores Hunter Rook from second. The Ross Rams take a 4-2 lead. Boy, that was like a weird little half swing from Vowell there, and the ball just had the right amount of spin on it and caught the border of the grass and dirt at the right part. Took a weird kick for the freshman Gears.
Yeah, a little more up. Alright, can you tighten that down there? And then can you tighten the other one?
It's now 4-2 in your third inning. Another one fouled, backing away behind home plate. I sure hope my car is okay with as many of the foul balls we've hit into the parking lot early on here. But a 0-2 count for Kellen Dallio, trying to work out of a tough inning here. 2 outs for him against Tyler Hood. Dallio looks his runner back, sets, deals. Smack down the line, foul. Tyler Hood, kind of one of the Ross Rams, having a quietly good season, a 344 average, 417 on base percentage, 8 RBIs. And he's a speedy fella if he gets on 6 stolen bases this season so far. He does face an 0-2 hole here, 2 outs, 1 man on first for the Rams. Kellen Dallio on the hill, looks in, deals one high. I gotta say, folks, quite the showing here for both schools. I know, like we've talked about, both of these schools perennial powerhouses in the SWAC. Both the Harrison crowd and the Ross crowd here tonight. A beautiful day for baseball. 1-2 pitch. Popped again. Foul. Back towards our production truck. Count remains 1-2. We'll talk about that later in the broadcast, what Coach Ben Turner had to say about the Ross community and their support lately of this Ross baseball program. Both of these programs, strong baseball communities, as the runner takes off very early there, but once again, the ball's fouled back into the parking lot. Runner will come back to first, and we will do the 1-2 pitch again.
How are you? I looked over here and I didn't see anybody I knew, so when I screamed my name, I was like, wait, what?
You see that crowd behind you, see in your shot there, you can see most of the Wildcat crowd off to the right of your screen now. It is just as packed as it is in those bleachers with Ross fans. 4-2, Ross leads, 1-2 pitch. Bringing him up there. And despite the rough inning, Dallio continues his streak of sitting down the final man of the inning via strikeout. That's 4 for him today. However, the Rams do their damage. It is now 4-2 as we head to the bottom of the third here at William Henry Harrison High School. You're watching ICRC-TV.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Welcome back to Harrison High School. Appreciate you joining us for a beautiful day of baseball here on ICRC-TV. You see the great crowd there. And talking about the community support for the Ross Rams, Coach Ben Turner had this to say, quote, We have the sport of the best community and school district in the state. Walk around campus every day and see how many Ross baseball shirts you see. This team represents everything this community values, and we take pride in that. This is a team that has worked their butts off for everything we have, and we know that our families, neighbors, friends, classmates, teachers, administrators, coaches, and teammates are always going to have our backs. And I know Coach Souders dittos that for the Harrison community. Just great baseball communities out here in Hamilton County. And that's evident by their stranglehold on the Southwest Ohio Conference since 2012. No team other than Ross or Harrison has won a Southwest Ohio Conference baseball title. A quick and nice 3-0 count here for Anthony Saddam. One down Broadway on the 3-0 count there. We'll go to 3-1. Always interesting to see if these high school kids have the green light on those. Watches another one catch the outside there though, and it's now 3-2. He smacks one that's just gonna bloop down into shallow center field. Anthony Saddam gets on for the second time tonight. He scored the first time around via his brother Nick. This brings Eli Doyle up to the plate. Eli Doyle hitting a nice 400 on the season. Pitch. Just outside to the lefty Doyle. Doyle's got that classic low stance, kind of. A hitter's stance, if you will. Runner goes. 1-0 is skied into the infield. Shortstop is under it. One away. Now it's Nick Saddam at the plate. Sophomore's hitting .303 on the season, 8 RBI, 2 doubles and a triple. The Saddam family, some speed in the family. And we'll see if that can't pay off here for the Wildcats. Anthony Saddam sits on first. Nick Saddam at the plate, 1 out. Pitch, grounder to third. We'll see if Rams can't turn this. One at second. And they'll say he got him at first. So 5-4-3. The Rams turn a double there to end the inning and squash this late rally from the Harrison Wildcats. 4-2 remains your score as we head to the 4th inning here at Harrison High School. You're watching ICRC-TV.
Leaves us with the next item on our agenda is item number 5, opening session.
I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. If you're out here at the parade or listening, thank you again.
Into the end zone, and that is caught by Jaden Wood. Come on now, how we doing? Y'all feeling all right out there?
Hello and welcome to this edition of This is Glendale. I'm Bet Chorus.
Hey guys, this is the Unit 1 crew from One Long Fire Department. We just want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And of course, you can always go to ICRC-TV.com.
Always a great day when ICRC is involved.
Another edition of ICRC, bringing the community to you.
Always the spectacle with these two. 5-4-3 double play to end the inning for Ross. See on your replay right there. Maybe, maybe not, but hey, we're not going to complain here on what is a beautiful 75 and sunny day for baseball. Hard to complain when you're watching this good of baseball on such a great day. 4-2 is your score, and folks, I mean, it's going just like it was Wednesday evening. A little early trading of runs, mid-inning pitching duel that we might be in for, and then back and forth, back and forth. We'll try and get you some score updates throughout the evening. We are out of baseball fields, you know, internet a little limited, but Talawanda, Edgewood also playing each other tonight, the leaders of the SWAC. If Harrison were to win tonight, they'd tie themselves up with Ross, and things would be quite interesting to have 4 teams within a game or half a game of each other as we head down the home stretch this baseball season. So here we go in the 4th inning, top of 4. Starting us off is Brody Huffman. Watch someone just miss there. Kellen Dalio out on the hill for the Wildcats. Two-1 the count. And I apologize that it's not Kellen Daly out there. We've got a pitching change, but we do not have that number on our rosters. Hoffman smacks one, and a great play out there. A great diving catch by our center fielder, Nathan Blank. Blank robs one away from Huffman there, and there are 1 down here in your 4th inning. Grant Morse out there on the hill. He's got 1 down, and another one is skied out to right center. And this time it'll be the right fielder making the catch. That's Dawson Haney out there. The Wildcat outfielders getting some work as they're quickly 2 away from Morse here in the top of the 4th. Smack to shortstop, and Morse gets a very quick 1, 2, 3 off only a couple pitches there, and Ross Rams go quickly. Stick around, we'll be right back for some more baseball on ICRC-TV.
I hear someone go, didn't it come from you guys?
Strangers cough at me.
Move away from me.
Someone spit towards my direction. All the stereotypes that we've worked so hard to break are just going to be reversed. And I won't let that happen.
We all have to play our part.
I donate my plasma.
I've been making masks.
We deserve respect as much as everybody else.
I'm a firefighter, not a virus.
I'm a mask maker, not a virus.
I'm a nurse.
I'm a delivery woman, chef, a neighbor, artist.
Bus driver.
I'm a doctor.
Fight the virus. Fight the virus.
Play Eric Amarola's Race Day Mix.
You see your Harrison Wildcats hanging in the dugout today on a beautiful day for baseball. You know the Harrison Wildcats are always ready for anything, prepared for anything. It's one of the great things they are doing at Southwest Local School Districts, kind of adapting curriculum to get students ready for not just college, but for whatever path they may choose after college. But a lot of great stuff going on at the Southwest Local School District to get kids prepared and get kids ready to be successful post-high school. Speaking of success, we'll see if the Wildcats lineup can't have more of that here. Rally stalled out the last inning. They got to work early on a 2-0 lead, but then a rough inning from Kellen Dallio in the third. Ross Rams came back into this, and they have a 4-2 lead now. Aiden Vanderbilt on the hill for the Ross Rams. He works a 1-1 count quickly to Kyle Bill. Bill fouls one off, 1-2. Vanderbilt kicks and deals, misses high. Two count. This one skied high. Second base side, and oh, he was under it, but lost it as it came down. It was can of corn, and then the sun got in the way and dropped. Tyler Hood couldn't make the play at second base, and the Harrison Wildcats get one on off an error from the second baseman. The Wildcats get their leadoff guy on. Kate Combs at the plate now. Again, we're bottom of 4-2, the Wildcats trail. The Green have been hitting good, but just stalled out there as we got a nice bunt down the first base line. Just textbook Bears. Tries a little trickeration there, does Combs, but Hoffman will just toss it to first base for the force out, and a really textbook sacrifice bunt there, perfectly squeezed down the first base line from Kate Combs. That's how you do it, folks. You want to see fundamental down the first base line bunt. That's how you do it from Kate Combs. Well done from the senior there to advance the runner. And now one straight back to the pitcher, and again, a play down the first base line. This time Vanderbilt tags out the designated hitter Boatwright. But again, advances the runner, Kyle Bill, to third. And after the leadoff error that got Bill on, a little small ball here from Coach Souders and the Wildcats. Dawson Haney up to bat now. And this one hits him. Yeah, that's what the good helmets are for, folks. Keep that noggin on him so we can get him in that Southwest Local School District Career Readiness Program. So here comes Jack Gears. He pops one out to center field, and that will be the end of the inning. So again, the Wildcats strand a runner. Cannot quite get over that threshold to get a rally started here. They still trail 4-2 as we move to the fifth inning. Keep it right here on ICRC-TV.
On air or online. This is media for your community. This is ICRC-TV.
There's no better feeling than to be a part of a fire department. This is a family.
Police officer, it's a great job. It really is. You never know what you're going to get. You never know who you're going to help.
We're forgetting what's going on outside. We're focusing on what's going on in here, and we're all family.
This idea of a family academy, connecting families to talk about relevant issues.
Unbelievable. Milford has stormed all the way back in this football game.
The Warriors in the state finals! Ohio Wesleyan, here we come!
And it's up to every one of you all to keep this going and carry the torch. I hope you will do that. Thank you.
ICRC-TV.
You heard it right there, ICRC-TV, bringing the community to you. One of those communities being the great community of Harrison, Ohio, and Harrison Township, Ohio. One of the great things we have at ICRC is a little show called Highlight Harrison. You can check out some of the great businesses and companies around the greater Harrison area. It's hosted by local businesses for other local businesses, and just so many wonderful little organizations out here in Harrison. We've done everything from the bakery downtown to your local insurance agencies to a memorial arts hall. Just a lot of really cool stories out here in Harrison, a lot of really great business leaders out here in Harrison. We invite you to check it out. Highlight Harrison on ICRC-TV.com. Lead off in the fifth, smacks one out to shallow left, but that is hauled in by the Wildcats shortstop, Anthony Stem. So quickly away goes Hunter Hopkins, and the Rams will turn the order over. Grant Morse is now on the hill. After 3 innings from Nathan Blank, Morse 14 1/3 pitched coming into today's game, a 1-2 record. He gets another quick out here, a ground out to the shortstop. So Braden Fraseman now, after a scorching week from him, 0 for 3 tonight. Brings up Ben Foley. Too quickly away. Grant Morse made real quick work of it. His previous inning. Already making quick work of it here, although he's down in a 2-0 count. Excuse me, not 2-0 count, a little behind on our scoreboard here. 2 outs, 2-0, 4-2 lead. Jammed him up inside, foul ball down the first base line for Ben Vogli. We talked to Coach Souders though. He says we have 55 guys in our program that work our tail off. A lot of those guys, the pitching staff, he had such high praise for. Says they have pitched well enough to be 12-1 this year, and I'd be hard pressed to find a better pitching staff than that. They've definitely been efficient this year. Bang bang play at first, though. Great job by the Wildcat first baseman to handle that. Kyle Bill pitching it over to Grant Morse, and Morse again quickly works through the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rams, and we're headed to the bottom of the fifth here at William Henry Harrison High School. We'll be back shortly on ICRC-TV.
Your house a reality. Home
homeschooling yourself on loans, color-coding listings, and flushing every toilet in a 20-mile radius. If you can ace house hunting, you can do it for retirement. Get on track with tips at aceyourretirement.org.
Welcome back to Harrison High School. See some lawn chairs out on the grass this evening. A packed house here at President Harrison's High School. And I mean, you really can't ask for a better day for baseball. Really our first sunny and 75 day here in Cincinnati this 2022. And it's a 4-2 lead for the visiting Ross Rams. Getting us started here in the bottom of the 5th. Nathan Blank. Blank pops one behind us. Top of the order for the Harrison Wildcats. They're down by 2. Need to start get it going here. Again, high school baseball, we play 7 innings. One cracked to shortstop there, handled, throw! Very close play at first base there, but it's called out. A great play there by the Rams shortstop, Ben Vogley, the freshman, handling things defensively on a slow chopper to short. You see on your replay here. And that's what you want to see out of your shortstop fundamentally, is great fluid motion there, picking the ball up, throwing it over, all in one. Some great athleticism from the Rams shortstop. One down now here in the bottom of the 5th. And a crack again into the parking lot. This time from Anthony Saddam. Saddam 2 for 2 tonight. Been great in the 2-hole for the Wildcats. Pitch hits the plate this time, 1-1. Vanderbilt kicks and deals. This one is shot into center field. Easily hauled in though by Hopkins. And I think, folks, now you're starting to see when a confident pitcher starts to settle into his game. Aiden Vanderbilt now 4 2/3. Saw him have a little trouble there in the first inning, but has really found himself in a groove now. First one just low this time to Eli Doyle. 2-0 to Doyle. This one in the dirt, and Doyle's got himself a nice 3-0 count. Eli Doyle hitting 400 on the season 10 RBI. Great middle of the lineup guy for the Wildcats, and he gets a 4-pitch walk. First walk of the night for Aiden Vanderbilt, and we'll see a mound visit here for the Ross Rams. Do have some activity out there in the bullpen. Thinking this is just going to be a mound meeting here for him. Little visit to get the confidence up. We'll settle down. Just need one here, kid. 2 outs. Aiden Vanderbilt pitching very well this evening. Maybe his best outing of the year. Came into the game with a high ERA at 2.375 WHIP. But a great outing here for him tonight. Again, struggled a little bit in the first inning, but really has settled down here into a groove. A 4-pitch walk there has really been his only hiccup in the past 2 innings here. I do believe we have a pinch runner at first base. While we had that mound visit. This one just shucked foul down the third base line. Yes, this is a Logan Vogelsong, I believe, that came on to pinch run at first base. Vogelsong didn't start today, but another long-time mainstay for Harrison Athletics. And again, he's on first as a pinch runner. This one jacked into the gap, but handled by the third baseman. Throw over, got him. Great play by the Rams' third baseman there, Hunter Rook. Again, the Wildcats leave a runner on. They still trail 4-2 as we move to the 6th inning here on ICRC-TV.
You made your house a reality. Homeschooling yourself on loans, color-coding listings, and flushing every toilet in a 20-mile radius. If you can ace house hunting, you can do it for retirement. Get on track with tips at aceyourretirement.org.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars. Really tall. I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands? Yes. You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Get a look at Grant Morse there on the hill, number 5. For your Harrison Wildcats, they trail 4-2. We hit the top of the 6th. 2 innings to go here in high school ball. In those 2 innings to go, if you're the Ross Rams, it's time to get excited because the Ross Rams have been doing some damage lately in the last 2 innings of the game. 9 runs scored in the 6th inning or later for the Rams offense. However, Grant Morse, senior's been dealing out there on the hill for the past 2 innings, working very quickly with a couple 1-2-3s. His first pitch low and away. This one chopped down to shortstop, throw over. What a great throw by the Harrison Wildcats shortstop, Anthony Saddam. Right in the chest. And one sat away for the Rams. It'll be Hunter Rook now. Rook struck out swinging in his first plate appearance. Got on and scored in his second. Down 0-1 in his third plate appearance here. Now 0-2 quickly. Morse, a little breaking action there off to the outside of the plate. This time he goes fastball outside, misses. 1 in, 2, 1 out for Grant Morse. Wildcats love to get back to the dugout here and get the bats out. Another little action on that pitch, but fouled off. Rook, 375 on the season, cracks one to second base, and handled by the freshman Gears for the second out of the inning. So the Wildcats started with Kellen Dallio. 4 strikeouts for him on the day, 2 walks. Gave up the 4, but otherwise pretty solid. It's been lights out from Grant Morse for the past going on 3 innings here. The Ross Rams did a great job of working Kellen Dallio deep into counts. Some great at-bats early in this game, but it's been the other way around for Grant Morse, working very quickly through the last 3 innings as he's again quickly 0-2.
She pulled up this and like said that.
0-2 to Tyler Hood. Hood fouls another one back. So it's an 0-2 count, 2 outs. Morse trying to send his team back to the dugout. Kicks, deals, swing and a miss. Ball's dropped in the dirt, throw down to first. And Morse gets his team back to the dugout, and the Wildcats fired up to get back in there. They want to get the bats out and get some of these runs back. They trail 4-2 as we head to the bottom of the 6th.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
I want to thank you for joining us on ICRC-TV this afternoon. Josh Semstrot with you for a beautiful day for baseball. You see Aiden Vanderbilt on the hill there for the Ross Rams. They're leaving him out there for the 6th inning, and why not? Struggled briefly in the 1st inning when the Wildcats got their first 2 runs, but hasn't looked back since. Been shutting the door down on the Wildcats. One of the things I love about Coach Ben Turner, he's really a player's coach. You gotta love that at the high school level. One thing he said in our pre-production meeting for the game, will be ready whenever your number may be called to play any role to help the team. We also know that our pitchers pitch in contact, so we have to bring the gloves. And I think that's one of the things that you see. We talked about the great whip for both of these teams. A great whip not only comes from great pitching, but also great defense behind you and trusting in your teammates. And that's something that both of these coaches, both Ben Turner for Ross and Sean Souders for Harrison, preach to their guys, and you've seen that pay off time and time again, year after year for both of these programs. Always such a great mix of veteran leaders and young guys willing to learn. A little half swing there, handled by the shortstop and thrown out at first. Some great plays from the freshman shortstop for the Ross Rams tonight, Ben Fogley. Couple nice putouts for him tonight now. Cade Combs up to the plate now. He watches a strike go by. He chops one left side to the infield as well. That is also a handle. This time by the third baseman, Hunter Rook for the Rams. So quickly 2 away now in the bottom of the 6th. And a little discussion there, but instead of your designated hitter, Kobe Boatwright, pitcher Grant Morse going to walk up to a little California love here. And the pitcher's going to hit for himself. He watches the strike go by. Grant Morse, 273 batting average on the season, 405 on base percentage, 10 RBIs for him. No one on base now, but we'll see if the pitcher can't help himself here and get something started with a 1-1 count, 2 outs. Watches one high and away. Morse now skies one to left, shallow left that is, and again Vogeley's going to go over to make his second put out of the inning. And the Wildcats are retired. 4-2 is your score as we head to our final inning.
Made your house a reality. Homeschooling yourself on loans, color-coding listings, and flushing every toilet in a 20-mile radius. If you can ace house hunting, you can do it for retirement. Get on track with tips at aceyourretirement.org.
3, 2, 1.
Not every day do you get to sit outside 75 and sunny listening to Nickelback watching some baseball. It's every man's dream, but we're living it today. Here at William Henry Harrison High School, they trail the Ross Rams 4-2. Second game of this 3-game series. Again, we are in the Southwest Ohio Conference. All teams, all 6 of them, play each other 3 times throughout the season. So Harrison's been their week. Took on the Rams on Wednesday and lost off a walk-off home run from Braden Fraseman. Playing again tonight, and then they will see each other again in just a few weeks to finish out their 3-game series. Grant Morse, who pinch hit here in the bottom of the 6th, staying on the mound. Why not? He's been working 1-2-3s the past couple innings. Brody Huffman, the first baseman for the Rams, up to bat. For one tonight, he smacks one through the right side. And on board is Huffman. So Huffman starts the Rams off with a leadoff single. And they're going to put the pinch runner on for him here. It's going to be number 20 for the Ross Rams. Apologize, don't have a number 20 on our roster. he's out there on first with a little more speed for the Rams. No outs. Austin Ferris at the plate. He smacks one into left field. That's going to get down for another single, and it's now 2 on. 2 leadoff hits for the Ross Rams here in the top of the 7th. That brings Ryan Davis to the plate for Ross. Davis, a smoldering 526 on the season, 10 for 19, and a 591 on base percentage. He's working with 2 on and no outs here. Morse kicks, deals inside for a called strike, 1-1. One count. Morse to the plate, chopped to third base, steps on third, and the throw to first is going to be too high. Ball's going to go to the fence. Runners are going to advance. And Eli Doyle made the right play there, came in on the ball, stepped on third, but then the throw to first for the double play just a bit too high. That will be a throwing error there, 1 apiece for each of the Rams and the Wildcats tonight. And now with 1 out, that throwing error will put runners on second and third for the Rams. Hunter Hopkins at the plate. Coach Souter's going to call time though, and we'll have a visit at the mound for the Wildcats. Four to 2 is your score. We are in our final inning, the top of the 7, 1 out. Harrison trying to work out of this jam, keeping the score at 4 to 2. Been a great afternoon for baseball. We appreciate you joining us for the ride.
Out on appendicitis?
And after the mound visit, Morse going to stay out there. I do not have a vantage point of the Harrison bullpen, but I would assume there is work down there just in case Morse can't get out of this, or if we were to have a tie ball game and go to extras. I would assume there is work going on down in that bullpen. 1-0 to start out Hunter Hopkins here. Pitch from Morse, a nice pitch there. A little floater down the middle, even us up 1-1. Reports are there is nobody working in the bullpen, so they're leaving this to Morse. Morse has looked good today. And he's settling back in now with 2 great strikes looked at. 1 and 2 your count. Hunter Hopkins, 174 hitter. We'll see if Morse can get him swinging. He does. Sends Hopkins back to the dugout, gives himself 2 outs, and the Wildcats are 1 out away from getting back to the dugout for the bottom of 7. Hold on here. Okay, we're going to have an intentional walk. I thought we were going to have a call pulled back there on the previous at-bat. We will have an intentional walk, though, issued to Braden Fraseman. Fraseman, a dangerous hitter. We talked about how much Coach Souders respects him as not only the best player in the SWAC, but the best player that this Harrison Wildcats has seen this year. He is 0 for 3 tonight, but they're going to do the smart thing, walk him here and load the bases with 2 outs to give a force anywhere. That's going to bring the freshman Ben Vogley up. He's had a great day in shortstop for the Rams. Nice strike from Morse to start him out, though. Rams lead 4-2. 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Ducks on the pond for Vogley. Watches another one there, and some great pitches looked at here from Vogley. He's dealing now. 0-2 count. Vogley looks in, kicks, steals. This one high and away, but a nice job by Combs to keep that one in his glove. We've seen the Rams score one of their runs on a wild pitch tonight. Hate to have that happen here with the bases loaded so late in the game. 1-2 pitch from Morse. Cracked up the middle, and a slow roller is gonna, oh man, a great play there from the shortstop to save more than one run. No play able to be made, but a great diving stop from Anthony Sadam. That probably was easily 2 runs. The way that ball caught the grass and was slowly rolling through the center gave just enough time for Sadam to get there, make the dive, and at least save a second run from coming in. The Wildcats don't get any outs, and the Rams do get 1. Bases will still be juiced for Grant Morse. Of note, Grant Morse still working out of the stretch, but seems to be working for him. He's delivering a lot of great strikes here. It's kind of been the story of our game. We've had a couple of good knocks, but we've had quite a few of little infield dribblers that have netted runs for both teams today. Even saw the Wildcats play small ball for an inning, trying to move one runner around, but hasn't paid off for them as they still trail by 3. 1-1 count now from Morse. Runs inside. Hunter Rook at the plate. Oh, half swing there, held it. 2-1. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases juiced for the Rams. Grant Morse looks in to Rook. Pitch, Rook just gets the end of the barrel on it. It's going to go out to shallow center, and the shortstop, Sadam, is there to make the play. The Rams get an insurance run there in the top of the 7th. 5-2 is your score. The Wildcats will come back for one more chance here at the bottom of the 7th. You're watching ICRC-TV. Welcome back to William Henry Harrison High School. Wildcats trail the Ross Rams 5-2 as we head to the bottom of the 7th for final look for the Wildcats. I want to give a shout out to Matt Lindley, principal here at Harrison High School, Mark Mybers, athletic director here at Harrison High School. Both do such a great job with their students and handling this ever-growing and beautiful campus here at Harrison High School. It's been amazing to see this campus transform over the past couple of years. And anything from new buildings, a couple of them, new buildings and new schools beyond the outfield, new turf at the football field, and just this beautiful facility here at the Harrison baseball field. Always glad to come out here to Harrison. They do such a good job of accommodating us. We always appreciate everything them and the Harrison community and administration does for ICRC. Watches a strike there, and it's now 2-1 to Dawson Haney. You'll see it's Aiden Vanderbilt out there still on the hill for the Ross Rams. As we get later and later into the season and we work down this home stretch now, you'll definitely see coaches trying to hand their guys more complete games, save some relief arms, as these ever important games down the stretch in such a small conference come into play. And Vanderbilt not too happy with Haney there, as Haney calls late timeout in the box. Now the 3-1 delivery. Yeah, cracked right at the third baseman. That was a nice line drive off at Dawson Haney's bat there, but right at Hunter Rook. Rook, all he had to do was put his glove up there to retire that one. One away now. Now it's Jack Gears. Watches one away there. You hear the dugout giving Gears some support there. It's been at the plate an uneventful night, but some great plays at second base for Gears in his first start at the varsity level this evening with the Wildcats. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Gears watches one high there. It's down third for his signs. We'll see if the freshman has the green light here on a 3-0 count in the bottom of the 7th. No, sir, and Gears is on for the first time tonight after a 4-pitch walk. And I think that's going to be it for Vanderbilt. They were trying to give him the complete game, but believe me, talking to both of these coaches, Harrison coach Sean Souders and Ross's coach Ben Turner, both have tremendous respect for each other's lineups, for each other's organizations and schools, but both know the importance of these games down the stretch. As Talawanda and Edgewood play tonight, leaders of the SWAC conference, these two squads, Ross and Harrison, just behind them, both in the middle of their 3-game SWAC series conferences. This is where it matters, folks, and you got to do what you can to lock these games down. Love to see Coach Turner trying to get his kid a complete game there, but not in the stars tonight. Nevertheless, a great night from Aiden Vanderbilt. He went 6 1/3. Really, the only trouble he ever got into was that first inning when he gave up 2 runs, but other than that, always worked out of any trouble he got himself into, and 4th inning on, he was lights out. So now it'll be Jason Gentry for the Ross Rams to come in and try and close this thing out. He's appeared in 6 games this season, 5 innings pitched, a 2-1 record, 1 save so far on the season. Gentry, the senior's got a 1.4 ERA, a 1.6 whip, 8 strikeouts in 6 games this season. He comes into the game with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. He just needs 2 to seal this win for the Rams, but he does face the top of the lineup with 1 on. A throw down to first now. Oh boy, that was one of the better throws down to first for a catcher's pickoff I've ever seen. That was very close there. I was almost waiting for a late call. The freshman gear's got to be careful down there at first base. Nate Blank, though, watches the second one go by. He's got a 2-0 count. There's a strike there from Jason Gentry. Gentry, you'll notice, very, very quick to the plate. Gets a little more compact, and as he's going from the stretch here with one on, gets a little more compact. Not that one. That one kept his leg down a little more to the floor like his success for this one. A short grounder to the shortstop. They'll try and turn two to the end of the game, but it won't get there in time. They'll only get the one at first, or the one at second, excuse me. Ball rolls by first base. So the Wildcats still alive, still with the man on first, but they are down to their final out now in Anthony Saddam. Saddam's had a great night, 2 for 3. Gentry, first pitch is high. One-0 pitch. Strike just off the outside black. One and one, man on first, just outside. Chad, you noticed Vanderbilt out of the stretch kept real low to the ground, but a more slower, fluid delivery to the plate. Gentry keeps that leg low and out just about as long as Vanderbilt, but the upper body much more quick to the plate. That one really kicks and deals for the final one tonight as the Ross Rams shut the door on the Harrison Wildcats. Jason Gentry comes in to get the save. And your final score tonight, 5-2. Aiden Vanderbilt of the Ross Rams, your winning pitcher. Again, Jason Gentry with the save tonight. Kellen Dahlia, your losing pitcher. Grant Morse, some great work in relief for the Wildcats. The Wildcats move to 7-5 on the season, 5-4 in SWAC. They're now down 0-2 in this series, and we'll see the Ross Rams again here shortly to finish up the 3-game SWAC series, try and get one back. The Ross Rams now move to 8-4 on the season, 5-2 in the SWAC, and really put themselves in a position to control their own destiny against Edgewood and Talawanda as we get into the dog days of SWAC baseball. I want to give a shout out to our crew tonight, some of the wonderful students of Harrison High School helping us out, as well as some hardworking and dedicated public access volunteers. For our producer and director and my wonderful colleague in the truck, Dean Lowry, for our executive producer, Jason Lowry, Jason Dudley, and everyone at the ICRC-TV team. Again, your final score tonight, the Ross Rams 5-2 over the Harrison Wildcats. It's Josh Semstrad signing off.